Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something that feels a little bit like magic. The power to take an idea that's just floating around in your head and turn it into something real. Something you can see, test, and even build. No, seriously, think about it for a sec. Have you ever had this brilliant idea for, I don't know, a new gadget or a custom piece of furniture for your apartment, maybe even a whole building, but you felt totally stuck, right? Like, how do I even start to give this thing a shape? Well, if that sounds familiar, you are in the right place.
Because today, we are diving straight into the tool that bridges that exact gap. It's the key that unlocks your ability to build whatever you can imagine. You could almost call it the language of modern creation.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. The term computer-aided design, or CAD, it sounds super technical, right? Like it's only for engineers with pocket protectors. But I'm here to tell you that it's not some scary, complex barrier. It's actually your most powerful creative partner.
Okay, so to really get a grip on that power, let's start with the absolute basics. What exactly is CAD?
So, at its heart, CAD is just using computer software to design stuff. But that super simple definition covers an incredible range of things. We're talking everything from a basic 2D floor plan of a house all the way to a ridiculously complex 3D model of a jet engine. So don't think of it as just a digital drawing board. It's more like a digital workshop on steroids.
I mean, just picture the old way of doing things, right? You've got a giant drafting table, pencils, a bunch of different rulers, and a whole lot of erasers. You make one tiny mistake and, well, you might have to start the whole thing all over again. CAD just completely changes the game. It gives you speed, flexibility, and a level of accuracy that's, well, it's pretty much impossible to get by hand. Okay, so we know what it is, but why should you, personally, spend any time learning it? What's in it for you? Well, it turns out the advantages are huge, whether you're working on a personal project or aiming for a career boost. First up, the accuracy is just unmatched. With CAD, you can design parts down to a fraction of a millimeter, and that kind of precision is a huge deal. It means you can dramatically cut down on those expensive mistakes when you actually go to build or manufacture something. Forget measure twice, cut once. The computer makes sure it's right the first time. Another absolute game changer is the visualization. Instead of trying to imagine what a flat 2D drawing looks like in the real world, CAD lets you build a full 3D model. You can literally grab it, spin it around, look at it from any angle, and even see how all the different parts fit together. It's an amazing way to spot problems before you've spent a dime on materials. And of course, there's the speed. Let's say you need to change the size of a window in an architectural plan. Doing that by hand? Ugh, what a nightmare. In CAD, it can take just a few clicks. The software does all the heavy lifting and recalculations for you, which saves an incredible amount of time and frees you up to focus on the fun part, the creative design itself. And finally, let's talk careers. In fields like engineering, architecture, product design, manufacturing, you name it, CAD skills are not just a nice-to-have on your resume anymore. They're a fundamental requirement. Knowing this stuff makes you a super valuable asset in today's job market, plain and simple. All right, convinced yet? If you're feeling ready to jump in, the next big question is, which software do you actually use? I mean, there are a ton of options out there, but as a beginner, the best thing you can do is start with one that lines up with what you want to create. Okay, let's break this down real simple. If you're just looking to get into general 2D drafting, the industry standard is AutoCAD. It's everywhere. Now, if you're really excited by 3D modeling and want something modern that lets you collaborate online, Fusion 360 is a fantastic choice. For anyone thinking about mechanical engineering or designing products, SolidWorks is an absolute powerhouse. And if you're into architecture or interior design, SketchUp is famous for being super intuitive and easy to learn. So, you've got the why and you've got a sense of the what. Now for the most important part, right? The how. How do you actually get started without feeling totally overwhelmed? Let's break it down into a simple plan you can follow. We're just going to look at 4 straightforward steps. Think of this as your personal roadmap.
okay? It'll take you from being a complete beginner to feeling pretty comfortable with the basics. First off, just play around. Most of this software has free trials, and YouTube is overflowing with amazing tutorials to get your feet wet. Second, pick a simple project. Try modeling your desk or draw a floor plan of your room. Third, when you get stuck, and trust me, you will get stuck, go find an online community or forum. The CAD world is huge, and people are generally really helpful. And finally, if you start getting serious, taking a structured beginner's course can be a fantastic way to build a really solid foundation.
And that's really it. We figured out what CAD is, why it's such an incredibly valuable skill, which tools you can start with, and a clear 4-step plan to begin. You literally have the map now. The only thing left is for you to take that first step. So, to get you started right now, I want you to ask yourself this. Looking at those options, AutoCAD, Fusion 360, SolidWorks, SketchUp, which one of those just sparks your interest the most? What is it that you're excited to build? Because the first step is always just deciding where to begin.